This is meteorologist Jeff Chapman with the National Weather Service in Sioux Falls with an updated weather briefing on the blizzard impacting much of the northern plains. At late afternoon, the intense area of low pressure was located in southwest Minnesota to the west of the Worthington area and was beginning to pull out to the north and east. Behind the system, areas of snow were wrapping south and east through eastern South Dakota and will cause the snowfall to pick up in many areas that saw a snowfall drop-off earlier in the day. What has happened prior to this last snow moving in for the period of this evening and overnight was a pretty broad area of 5 to 8 inches of snow from I-29 westward, especially parts of the James Valley where 6 to 8 inches were reported, and a very narrow band of heavy snow from the Brookings area down toward Canastota and areas of Bonham County. This snow will provide a good base for the snow that comes down this evening, which will have a lighter and fluffier consistency than that snow which occurred earlier in the day. You can see that very little or no snow fell across extreme southeast South Dakota, northeast Nebraska, and northwest Iowa. As this system begins to pull off, we've already seen winds out across the areas from the James Valley westward gusting to 30 to 40 miles an hour, and this was producing at mid-afternoon blizzard conditions with a quarter-mile or less visibility in those areas. The winds were just starting to increase along the Interstate 29 corridor, with the area of low pressure beginning to pull east, and we will see those conditions degrade visibility-wise as that area of low pressure moves east and the winds increase. In fact, by midnight on Monday night, winds will be sustained between 20 and 30 miles an hour over much of the area, with wind gusts of 35 to 40 miles an hour. With the base of snow and the new snow of an inch or two expected to fall during the late afternoon and evening hours, this will produce widespread blizzard conditions over much of southwest Minnesota and southeast South Dakota. The good news is those winds will be diminishing, and by mid-morning tomorrow, the strongest wind should be contained across portions of southwest Minnesota, with winds diminishing into that 15 to 25 mile an hour range across southeast South Dakota. As a result, you can see that the hazards in effect for tonight and tomorrow will very much parallel that snowfall which has occurred today and the expected wind speeds. The orange in the map on the left is all a blizzard warning, which is in effect for overnight across much of southeast South Dakota and into the morning on Monday from east central South Dakota into southwest Minnesota. Bordering this to the south, an area of winter weather advisory where lesser snowfall occurred, but we will see again those strong northwest winds gusting to 35 to 40 miles an hour. Farther to the southeast, where little or no snow will fall, a wind advisory is in effect for tonight. As the storm total snowfall, we'll see a broad area of 5 to 10 inches of snow occurring from portions of southwest Minnesota through southeast South Dakota, with again those lesser amounts of 1 to 2 inches or less in northwest Iowa and adjacent areas. Again, the summary of the event: winds will continue to increase from west to east as we go through this evening and remain quite strong into Monday morning. Winds will gust from 30 to 45 miles an hour, and this, along with snow accumulations expected to add up to an additional 2 inches in locations, will produce widespread blizzard conditions with less than a quarter-mile visibility. Stay tuned to local media for additional information on this storm, as well as visit the Sioux Falls National Weather Service website at www.weather.gov/Sioux Falls. Road conditions can be checked by calling 511 or going to the safetravelusa.com website. Again, with the severe blizzard conditions expected across the area, there will be roadway closures, and it will be in your best interest to limit travel until sometime on Monday, if possible.